1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Mental Reps Podcast, featuring your host, Brian Wright.
You gonna be able to make it?
I got you. I'll be there.
All right, so let me know. I'll leave some tickets for you.
Good looking out, dude. I'll probably bring my girl and
no. I was bringing your girl.
Hey, dude, you making a joke about that now. You're good looking, man. All I know is black dudes gotta be killing it right now. You gotta a little bit. I mean, not that you already weren't already. I'm just saying.
Our guest this episode is comedian and actor Gene Harding.
But Brian, here's the catch. So now that we hot, right? We don't want the white girls right now. We can't be in the streets. Yo, we can't be in the streets with no white girl like that.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
This week's episode is sponsored by The Field Irish Pub and Eatery, a little piece of island in South Florida.
So if anything, it's on the DL. It's just
this shit is dangerous. I'm like, Mom, meet me in the back. Come on, Becky. Not out here.
Now fade out that fresh as Pete, and let's get this bitch on the road.
Welcome to Mental Reps Podcast. I'm Brian Wright. What is happening, Mental Reps fam? I hope you're happy and healthy. Thanks for coming along for the ride. As always, really does make a huge difference. Everything you guys are doing for me in the show. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. All the comments and shares, and keep it up if you can. DM a friend you think might like it. Tell that slightly husky gentleman next to you on the plane that you're listening to Mental Reps Podcast. We're on all the social medias, all the streaming platforms at Mental Reps Pod on the gram, Mental Reps Show on Twitter. Just search Mental Reps Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, etc., etc. And you can also email the show at mentalrepspodcast@gmail.com. This is a grassroots operation, baby. So thank you so much for sharing. It's what keeps the lights on around here. So really thank you a lot. And along with, of course, the official sponsors of Mental Reps Podcast, the Field Irish Pub and Eatery, South Florida's authentic Irish pub. And you know how we've all been cooped up, but really need to go somewhere like safe where you can feel like you're a human again, where you can just like be around other human beings who are good people, just to like feel safe, put out a good vibe, and enjoy being fucking alive and shit. Well, I could not recommend the Field enough. It just keeps getting better and better. Like I always say, I don't know how they get all these employees from Ireland. Like half the people in there are talking in their Irish accents. Like, are you ready for another Guinness, Brian? Would you like the usual? It's just like, it's fucking. It's like if the Keebler elves needed to just cut loose, they'd be all about the Field. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And it's just a great place. I've described it a bunch of different ways on this show. It's really cool. It's got this banyan tree right in the front, and you walk in. It used to be a house. They turned it into several pubs and dining rooms. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. And I normally get their Irish potato soup, and my girlfriend got the fish and chips last night. I got the Field Pub sandwich, actually, because I'm trying to run through the whole menu, but I've yet to find anything I don't like. It really is like a little piece of Ireland. I'm telling you, I don't just say that. Like right here in South Florida and their Guinness, man. At the risk of sounding repetitive, it's just the best damn Guinness I've ever tasted. Plus, Irish American food is super legit. They got shepherd's pie, Irish stew, corned beef and cabbage, steaks, chops, fresh seafood, something for the whole crew. And arguably, my favorite part, live music 5 nights a week with real Irish music. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I know for the average person, I talk a lot about Hot Rod, Mr. George Orr of South Florida, and his great little band. And they play Rod Stewart songs on Wednesday nights at the Field, and he happens to look like exactly like Rod Stewart. And listen, I love when he sings. He is on point, and he sounds just like Rod Stew. But I like when he talks in between songs almost just as much. It's like he's just hilarious, and he likes when the crowd plays back and forth in between the songs. And again, that's just one of their many acts they have all week long. So they're open now for business. Please go stop by the Field. Tell them we sent you. It's 3281 Griffin Road in Fort Lauderdale. 954-964-5979 is the number. And if you aren't feeling up to going out yet, but still want that authentic Irish experience, just go to thefieldfl.com. Thefieldfl.com for 20% off your entire order, and they've even got mason jars and growlers and all kinds of shit, so you can even drive off with some booze, which again, super cool and acceptable now. So just wait until you get home to open it up, and they'll even bring it out to the car for you if you'd like. So remember, go to thefieldfl.com and enter code word REPS20 for 20% off your entire online order. My guest today is a really funny dude, man. This guy's a native New Yorker, grew up in the Bronx, then moved down to South Florida. Shocker. Never heard of that happening before. And I'm just busting his chops. Thrillist named him the best undiscovered comedian in Florida. He's a South Beach Comedy Festival winner, among a bunch of other accolades. He co-starred in Gary Owen's show on BET, also appeared on Ballers, Burn Notice, just to name a few shows. He's done some voiceover work. He's in the upcoming John Leguizamo movie, Critical Thinking, along with my buddy Todd Durkin, which I just found out about earlier. So shout out to Todd. However, he's mostly known for being a national headline comedian. He tours with his own show, The Fools of Comedy. And this dude's the real deal. Look him up. Comedy on YouTube. Check him out online. I'm telling you, you're going to dig his stuff. But nothing's better than up close and personal. So go see him this weekend at Umbrellas in Miami. Or if you're listening to this in the future, just look the man up and go see him. It will be worth it. I promise. Please welcome to Mental Reps Podcast, the very funny Gene motherfucking Harding. Welcome to Mental Reps Podcast. I'm Brian Wright. My guest today is a comedian and actor. He's going to be performing live this Saturday, June 27th at Umbrella in Miami. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com. Once you're there, enter code word Harding.
My man.
For $5 tickets. It's Gene Harding. What's up, dude?
How you doing, Brian?
I'm good, man. Thanks for hopping on, man. Happy to have you.
Word.
Dude, you got a kind face, bro. I try and I point shit out the way I see it. I was talking to Steve Byrne last week, and I was like, God, you got some kind eyes, bro. And he's like,
yeah, but it's so crazy because he's a dick. Nah.
Yo, dude, I know how it works with comedians. Sometimes you have.
Now, Steve Byrne is pretty dope. I opened up for him years ago when I first started.
Yeah.
And he was in Fort Lauderdale. He was amazing.
Dude, he's an awesome guy. As a matter of fact, you know that show that I was going to have you headline in my show in Fort Lauderdale that got canceled because of the Rona. I was going to go up and do my first 5 minutes at that show. The show got canceled, and I mentioned that to Steve Byrne. I was like, "Oh, dude, yeah, I wanted to do this 5 minutes, and it got canceled." And he's like, "Well, that just means you're going to have to open up for me tomorrow night then." And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, just tell him you're there for a guest spot and come open for me. Do 5 up top. So I did, dude. Miami Improv.
The weekend that he was there?
Yeah, dude. I went on Sunday and I fucking opened for, it was a first set. I got some laughs, but it was like.
That's all that matters?
Yeah, dude. It was kind of the crowd. It was, Sunday nights. They're kind of, you have to really work them into it.
Nah, it wasn't the crowd. It was you. But
You're right. But no, listen, dude. Steve Byrne was having a hard time that Sunday night. A little. It was just but not really. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to get him going. Is all. You have to get him going.
Well, and also keep in mind, like it's a hit or miss right now with comedy because you get a crowd that are willing to do anything to laugh, right? They there. They don't give a fuck what's going on in the world. Like they are laughing at everything. Then in that same weekend, you get another crowd of people that's like, instead of watching the comedians, they watching people walking by without masks. You know what I'm saying? So they're not paying attention to a lot.
It was nobody's fault. That's kind of a little bit, but we got them there. It was fun. We had a good time. But anyway, yeah, dude, he's a really good dude. And
I like Steve Byrne a lot. Like there are a few comics that I met over the years that I strongly like. He don't remember me because he's got a lot of people opening for him over the years. Mm-hmm. But me and him had a few drinks in the old Hard Rock Improv. So yeah, I co-signed Steve Byrne.
Yeah, dude, he's a good dude. He could drink his fucking ass off, man. We're playing some Galaga and shit. We're having a good time.
But because of his background.
Right? Yeah, well, he is Irish, bro.
I mean, come on.
That's what watched it. Okay.
Half Irish. That's
Right.
never gonna go away. Come on,
That
because I'm
explains a lot.
mostly Irish. I mean, come on, the field. You know, I say that it's ingrained in our blood. We like to curse and drink and all that
explains
shit.
a lot. Where you at right now? At the Irish pub, the field?
Oh, this is my background. I got a little green screen behind me. They're my new sponsor. Do
that.
Okay, so here's the thing. On Zoom, if you have a good enough computer, you don't even need the green screen. For some reason, my shit doesn't work without the green screen. So I just went to Walmart and literally got some green fucking fabric and hung it behind me.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just green screen. See if you look. Check it out.
Yo, my dude, it looks like you are there.
Cool. That's the idea. Fucking awesome. Yeah, man. They're my new sponsor. They're good shit too. They're really good shit. Good people.
I got my drinking stamped, my drinking card stamped at Irish pubs in New York City.
Nice.
So when I see Irish pub, I'm automatically in. I'll be the one black dude in that bitch, but I'm going.
Dude, you gotta come to the field, man. I'm telling you, you're welcome to come anytime.
Oh, I'll go there tonight. Where is it?
We're going there tonight. I'm actually taking my girl. We're meeting my brother. It's on Griffin Road, like just west of I-95, east of 441, on the north side of the road. It's like this big ass banyan tree in the front. Yeah. It's hard to miss. It's fucking really nice spot.
Okay, dope. Well, yeah, I might just go there and grab a drink.
All right, cool. How you been holding up during all the madness, dude? I mean, I know you had a couple shows so far since you got back up and rolling, right? How have they been going?
I did my first night at the Miami Improv. I headlined it.
Nice.
It was my show that I started years ago, but I just brought it back, called The Fools of Comedy, right?
Yes.
And just keep in mind, I got that same Steve Byrne mentality. So now that I know that you out there itching to get some 5 minutes, don't talk to me around that weekend, because I'm going to make you come to my show and I'm going to make you do your 5.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Comics did it for me, and it helped me. So
good looking out. Well, yeah, man.
If you about it.
Awesome, dude. No, yeah, I've heard about your Fools of Comedy, and I'll be honest, I haven't seen it up close and personally. Do I hear a hissing? Oh, there we go. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
All right, never mind that. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to like getting back up and running again, trying to get my comedy shows back up and going at Township, which they're like, because they're mostly, it's due to the percentage of food that they sell as opposed to alcohol, so they can't open up back yet. It's a real pain in the ass, but like we're trying to get things rolling again.
It's so crazy. Like before this happened, that was a dope as idea to have a spot that was a little bit of food and mostly drinks, and the shit was hot. I remember going there a few times, but now post-COVID, if you ain't got food like that, if it's not your main, that's why like the strip clubs are struggling.
Dude, you know, I got, Edrin James. Are you a sports fan?
Mm-hmm. I know. I got his numbers in my phone.
Okay. So you know Edge.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hit him up and I was asking him for an interview, and he was like, for sure, but we'll do it at my club when we open back up. He's like, so when the club opens back up, just come on through. We'll take care of you. We'll bang out the interview. We'll have a good time. And I was like, okay, that's what's up. That sounds good to me. I've never been there. Have you been to
Orlando, right?
Gentleman One Club? I think he's got one
in Orlando, right?
I don't know. I would drive up for it, but I'm pretty sure he's got one in Miami.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know the Miami. Every time we partied, I think it was up in Orlando.
True. Yeah, no, that guy is a cool dude, man. I love Edge. Fucking Edge. So how's the family? Everybody else holding up relatively healthy? You got some issues?
It's been interesting. Like, so my immediate family's been dope. And I was one of those dudes that like I just stopped watching the news for a hot second because it was just messing up my day with the negativity and the death rates and all that, right? And then I ran into one of my homeboys who told me, yo, our boy died. So I had a good friend of mine who passed away. Wow. And so that's when like it hit me in the core, like, no matter what I think, the shit is real.
Yeah, you know man. Yeah, for real.
So
most definitely.
I only tell that story because like there are a lot of people with their conspiracy theories, you know, and it could go either way because I also have friends that probably did have COVID back in January, February, before the shit got popular, right? Before the media made the shit hot, and they got out of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, Brett Ernst was telling me that he thought that he had it in January, and I felt like I had it in December. Like, I don't know if I did for sure or not, but it sure as fuck felt like it. And yeah, man, it is real. Like, I know a lot of people, man, people want to get back to work, and I understand that too. And if they're trying to be safe, they should have the opportunity to try and do that. But like, people also should be able to go out and feel like they're somewhat safe. And like, it's tough because you want to get back to work, but also like you see down here in South Florida today, I woke up 5,500 new cases. Again, those numbers maybe a little skewed because I heard something like these doctors get like 45 grand a pop per diagnosis, 87 grand or something like that per death. So if they report these people as COVID, they get like huge government assistance as a result. So, and a lot of these people that are saying have COVID or dying, they don't even have a lot of them being positive tested. They just show the symptoms and they chalk it up. It is kind of weird how they're padding the books a little bit, it seems like, but like you said, it is real. I had friends who had it.
That makes sense right now, man, because like if they giving out money, like, yo, the government must be printing money like money heist right now, B. Like,
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. So I don't know. It's just a lot of people going out with kind of weird energies right now. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, oof. Like, so I just try and go.
I missed the lockdown, son.
Yeah.
Like, those couple of months when I had to be nowhere.
Oh, that built-in excuse.
Oh, man. I didn't love. You know I can't go up there. You know what the government said. But you hate the government. Well, I don't right now. Give me a couple months.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking Wuhan shit. It's no joke. Fucking, no. And yeah, man, it's heavy. A lot of people going through tough times, but now I know my girl's in the service industry, and she's been working every day out in the heat with a mask on. She's a manager at a restaurant down on the beach. So it's like she's sitting there with her mask on all damn day long. And it's looking like they're going to have to keep wearing those masks for months and months and months.
And sadly, they can't take it off. Like if I go to a restaurant, sit down, I have outside, I take it off for the duration of my dinner while she's walking around like a duckbill.
I know, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
So are you riding this out Han Solo? You got a Rona buddy?
Nah, you just froze. What'd you say?
I said, you riding this out Han Solo? You got a Rona buddy?
Nah, I got a daughter who's 7. We've been putting off my visitation because I'm still traveling around. So I just got to see. So I had to get tested. And I just got to chill with both of them last week, a couple of days. And my girlfriend that I had, we broke up a couple of months ago, and now the shit is just me. So yeah, very much Han Solo, and I'm loving it.
Dude, I tell you what, I'm with my girlfriend right now, and I'm really happy. Like, you know, I'm happy to have a Rona buddy, but I think I see some of my friends, and they're like doing their thing. I think as long as you're not with somebody that's driving you crazy, like I would much rather be single than with somebody who was driving me fucking nuts all the time. So it might have been like a blessing in disguise that you guys got that over with beforehand.
But imagine those dudes that was just about to break up with their girls like 1 week before, and then the government.
Dude, you broke up a little bit there.
Oh,
you broke up a little bit.
Imagine those dudes that was planning on leaving their significant other.
Dude.
And they were like, yo, just give me till April till I get my money up.
Shit, dude. That's great. I know. I don't know. Maybe if it's I don't think it's my signal, but it's like coming a little choppy. I don't know. Maybe if it's.
It was on your end at first, and now I think I'm to blame. All right. Because I was laughing at you.
We're getting through it. We're getting through it, dog. It's all good. It's coming out. It's going through. It's just like freezing up a little bit here and there. Yeah. So I just want to so when and where did you first try stand up? I know you're from New York, the Bronx, right? Did you wait till you were down here to try, or you started up there?
Nah, man. I was a chicken for a long time. I used to write down jokes thinking I didn't even know about how to go about doing stand-up because as a young kid, I didn't go out and wild out, so I didn't know that there were comedy clubs where people can get up. I just thought you were already made and that was it. So I didn't know about that window of going to open mics and shit. And then, so it wasn't until I was like well in my 30s that I just said, yo, let me call up this spot in Florida, the old Hard Rock, and let me do stand-up. And I went and did it. But I remember that the very first time I did it, like I had to bring 10 people, right, to get 5 minutes of stage time. And so I told everybody because I didn't want to not get on. I've been preparing these jokes for a while. So like 40-something people showed up for me that day, right? Meanwhile, they don't know that 5-10 minutes before the show, I was about to sneak out the back, go back to my crib, go under the covers, and just cry myself to sleep because the fear and anxiety that my body was physically going through, my dude, I never felt that before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never felt that kind of angst that I'm sitting there, I'm leaking. I'm in cold AC and I'm leaking like, yo, B, This is not safe. Like, I should go home. And then because so many people came, I owed them that.
Mm-hmm.
I get on the stage and I blacked out for a second, right? Because people were just hollering and screaming. It was packed. They hollering and screaming, and I just blacked out.
You're like,
and
first
all
line.
I saw in my head, all the lights were on me, and all I envisioned for like 0.2 seconds was me doing a huge stand-up special. Like, because the way the crowd was hollering and screaming, they didn't know who I was. They wasn't hollering for me, but I didn't know in my brain. My brain switched, and I just took all that, absorbed it like it was mine, and then I was on fire, and I crushed it.
That's awesome. Fucking awesome.
Then it was downhill after that.
Well, dude, that's funny how it goes like that sometimes. Sometimes everybody's first stand-up story is different. It's like, good God, bro, I ate dicks, dude. It was so bad. And then you hear, like, I love when I hear stories like yours, like, dude, I went up and I fucking slayed, bro. I killed it.
But I always have to close it with, it was downhill from there, because I don't want people thinking just because I was amazing that first time that it's been like that ever since. Trust me.
And you're chasing the dragon too.
Right.
Yeah.
All those times that I ate it on stage should have happened on my first time. I just got lucky and it didn't. Because who knows? I might have quit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I
might have quit if I ate it. Because I'm eating it on stage, my dude. And I'll be on that stage like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You still got college credits. Why are you here?
Dude, it will make you question your whole fucking life. Like you said, it's like, I really do. I'm so glad, regardless of what I end up doing with it, because like I said, I worked so hard to get like in radio and voiceovers, and signing up for, stand up is something that I've always wanted to do, but I have such respect for the art form. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to half-ass that. Like I always wanted to do it. I'm so glad that I did. And I'm still kind of going back and forth as to whether I want to actually pursue it or not. But I'm so glad regardless that I did it, because it's something I already knew, and I do a lot of public speaking and stuff, but it's different, bro. It's different because you're up there with completely your own thoughts. You're trying to make people laugh, and it's just like, I don't know if people not a lot of people do, but it's hard for people to understand just how fucking difficult it is to get up and make people laugh. And like you said, when you do make it happen, you get those laughs. I can imagine that first time, like you said, it's a good thing that you did well, because you might have quit if it went shitty. So you got that taste, and it's like a golf shot, dude. Like you can be pinging it back and forth the fairway all day long, and as soon as you hear ping and you just have that perfect shot, you're like, okay, that's what's up.
And then you're down to
coming back.
Right, you're down to do what it takes to get that feeling again.
Yes, exactly. Right. That's cool, man. So go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say, like, for young comedians who are starting out, what's it like trying to earn respect from top comedians? Like you said, you've been touring the country a lot. opening for some dudes, headlining yourself, but like when you interact with these top comedians, the ones that you know and you respect, what's your mindset going into it? Like, how much do you care what they think? How much does it matter what they think? And how do you go about trying to, because I mean, obviously it's a human being thing. You want to earn respect from the people that you respect, right? So how do you go about that?
That's an interesting question for a dude like me at my point in life, because it don't matter who the comedian is, whether you at the top or you just starting out. I need to be able to fuck with you as a human being, right? So I know comics that are at the top of the game I don't rock with. I don't like who they are as people. I don't get down with it. Mm-hmm. I know some startup guys that are coming up that they're worth the time. They're worth the energy. So that being said, I approach it from not a comedic point of view, just from a humanitarian point of view. Because I say this to say, being a comedian has allowed me to be the man that I am now, right? It's helped me, one, be able to treat everybody fairly, just because you never know, just like standing on stage, you never know what joke is going to resonate with what kind of person. So I've seen people laughing at my shit that I never would have thought. Then on the flip side, people that you expect won't. So being a comic has helped me like kind of get that out the way. And then so I deal with that person. So like when we talk about the Steve Burns and Brett Ernst, who I opened up for Mark Island, I know some good dudes that are doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And so what I get from them is not so much the technical part of comedy, because as you know, just from them 5 minutes, there ain't gonna be no real answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I did rooms. I did this room one time in Miami, and I ate the dick, right? I ate it. And I'm like getting off the stage like, this crowd, they don't get me. They don't understand my joke. Blah. And then the host came after me and then brought up the headliner, and both of them murdered it. And now I'm in the back watching the same people dying. I'm like, oh shit, it's me. It's
important for everybody to go through that, though. Yep. Like you have to be honest with yourself, and that real time feedback like that,
for sure,
invaluable.
For sure. And so that's what I get from it. So when I talk to other comedians, or if I'm passing the word on to kids just starting out, like I said, there's no real answer to how you write your jokes, how you tell your jokes, what your jokes are. The one thing I can say that I've known to be consistent is get on as much as you can. Yeah. And I don't care if it's at a packed house, like I was lucky enough to be in front of my first time, or when I started doing my own shows later and there's only 2 people in the audience. And we was down to end the show. We still got on. So, because every time is a practice. Every time is 1 mile closer to your goal, or whatever that is. So I always tell people, like, don't turn shows down. Don't get caught up with a lot of stuff, location. Just get up there and do it. You'll find, I don't know. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. Write and get on stage, right? That's all you can really do to get better.
That's why Steve was like, my fault.
No, it's not your fault. Please go ahead.
Now I'm saying that's why Steve was like, yo, you got 5? Let's go. You're doing it, because he knows what that means.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, do you have like any, because people tend to like to know this, and if you don't have a great answer, it's okay, but like, what's your craziest surreal Hollywood story? Like South Florida, say that you're, because, you know, you might not think it's a big deal, but a lot of people who are big comedy fans, and you're like, oh yeah, that's just my buddy Brett Ernst or Steve Byrne or whatever, but what was the time that you were just sitting around and like, yo, this is pretty dope? Like, I'm just hanging out with a bunch of fucking comedians, or what's like a good, like a Hollywood story where you're like, damn, this is kind of surreal. Honestly,
those kind of stories can never be told, right? So
good call.
I will go with like one of my crazy stories that can be told, but it ain't They don't compare to none of the
Ed
other.
stories? You
Right.
can't be telling those Ed stories.
I'm not. I won't be. I ain't throwing nobody under the bus. I don't care. But anyway, one time I used to open up for Gary Owen.
Oh,
Right?
I love Gary Owen, yeah.
And we did a show in Vegas, and he took me and Floyd Mayweather. Him and Floyd are cool. So we went and did. You closing up? You the last person? Oh, okay. I'm over here at my warehouse because if I got in the car, you never would have got me.
Oh, you're good, dude. Do what you got to do. We could take a little break if you need.
No. I'm gonna take the laptop and I'm gonna go sit in the car.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Abierto. See? Okay, gracias.
That's what's up, dude.
Oh man. All right. So when the COVID joint hit, one of my comedian friends down here, Will Lopez, him and his family own a dental supply company.
Mm-hmm.
And, so they supply dentists with masks, gloves, and all that stuff. They didn't know when they started this company 35 years ago that was going to be the hot item. So when this shit hit, they got slammed with orders for masks and gloves. So then me and another comedian, my boy Cisco, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, there we go. We came over here and now we work here.
That's dope, man. That's it. Hey, man, I'm telling you, that business is a booming. Like you said, I got a friend right now who shall remain nameless, who is in that business, and he said that he's made more money in the last 2 months than he has in his entire life combined. He's in his late 40s.
Wow. He's down here in South Florida?
Yep.
It ain't me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
But so you were telling the story about Gary Owen and Mayweather.
So we in Vegas and Mayweather. I forgot what fight he was preparing for. So the MGM gave him one of their chateaus, right? And we go there, and there's a bunch of people there. Shit was huge, right? And so the butler comes over and is asking us for our food order. I wasn't that hungry, and I'm thinking, I don't want to be like the rest of my boys ordering shrimp and lobster, so I want to keep it low key. So I said, yeah, let him know that I just want a little bit of caviar. And he goes, oh, well, let me go ask. I'm like, well, wait, if you got to ask, then don't worry about it, because I don't need it. So he doesn't come back with it, right? Maybe 2-3 days later, Gary gets a text from Floyd Mayweather. They're like, yo, who the hell is in your camp ordering caviar? Now, because the caviar, of course, that they supplying at the MGM was like $300 an ounce.
Oh, my God.
So they're like, yo, which one of your boys acting sedity right now eating caviar? So I know if I saw Mayweather again, I'm like, yo, hey, man, remember me and the caviar?
That's fucking great. I love it, dude. Yeah, man, damn, Vegas, Mayweather. That's a pretty good story. I love it.
Yeah.
That
was the one I could share.
Okay, quick update. So we lost the signal and we had to reschedule for the next day. I got a nice new Ethernet connection and he had a better setup with his internet. So we're just going to hop right back into this bad boy. Here's the second half of my chat with Gene motherfucking Harding.
What's up, dude?
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Yo, if you let the news tell, I can't even trust Zoom with this virus.
No, dude. Come on, man. It's like I know. I see people driving around in their cars with their face masks on. I'm like, oh, they're scared.
Yeah, but you know what?
I
I got caught up today because we so used to having a mask that when I left this restaurant, I had the mask on, and then I got in my car by myself. I was so comfortable with it, and I just was driving with the mask. And then I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, "You fucking idiot!" And I just took it off.
Hey, dude, I get it, man. It's a weird time, dude. Everybody's a little on edge.
It's kind of crazy. What's going on? How was it last night?
It was good, dude. It was good, man. We had some fun. I was like right there in the corner like back in there, and they had this dude Hot Rod was playing live music. It was a lot of fun.
I started to drive your way, and then by the time I got it, I'm like, man, take your ass home.
No, you're good, dude. No worries about it. We'll
Well,
be there plenty more times.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm such a party animal that I know that if I went there, it'd have been a longer night than I planned. So
we got out of there like around 10. We got out of there around 10. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, dude, so yeah, we'll just pick up like we're picking up right now. We're hopping in. We're already in it, dude. We're already in it. I had an internet guy come. So basically our internet connection was shit yesterday. So I had an internet guy come, and like he was telling me, man, you need to get rid of Google Chrome, bro. I was like, why, dude? He was like, man, they're looking at your shit, giving it to God knows who. And like my girl, I went on some website on my phone, and my girl said she saw some ad for the same thing on her phone, on her computer, and they cross everything over and shit, sell shit to like companies that you don't know. And I'm like,
right.
I think I kind of believe that. I mean, I don't know if they're selling it to people. They're for sure collecting the data, though. Like 100%.
But that's the only reason why they're collecting it, because they're getting paid a lot of money for other dudes to be like, yo, let me get that list. And then meanwhile, I'm over here trying to smash, but because I ain't paid for the premium on Spotify, I get the dumb commercials that Google knows I might be interested in. They got my list from Bobo.
Yeah, dude. See, yeah, man, they got that shit. I mean, I know that. I remember when all this shit started coming out, like everybody was freaking out about Edward Snowden, and like I was kind of on that shit. This is actually an older podcast where this is like a revamp of it, but back in the day, I would just come on here with my buddies and we would talk like, you know, conspiracy theories and shit, but actual ones that were turning out to be like true. We weren't wearing tinfoil hats, like I mean, maybe a little bit, right. But like. Dude, if you look hard enough, like there's plenty there. You don't even have to go down conspiracy highway. There's plenty of shit to be like.
So where you at then with the 5G?
Okay, I go back and forth with it because do I put it beyond them to do something like that?
Exactly.
No. Right. Do I think that they are like, you know, scrambling the triangulations to give, you know, kids SARS? No, I don't think that that's happening. I don't think that, I mean, I don't know. It is interesting though, because they could do a lot with radio waves and shit and fucking these signals and how they can influence the brain. We might not even know yet, but like, that's kind of the worry.
Well, now I do believe that they for sure got the potential. They for sure got maybe even the intent, but I don't think that, because they won't be able to stop it. Reaching themselves, reaching their family, reaching their fan base, they won't be able to stop it. Like,
they need to control it.
So even if they even if they came up with the coronavirus, they can't stop it.
Yeah.
When that shit is messing up Major League Sports, trust me, they ain't do that intentionally.
Oh, dude, for real. Oh my God,
too much bread.
Too much money getting lost right now for people to be all about. And well, the thing is, there are certain people that are making a lot of money right now. I told you about my friend yesterday who said that he's making.
But that friend, maybe he got into a new business, whatever. But did you read about the billionaires becoming more rich during this shit?
Oh, dude,
did you see Bezos' numbers?
Bro, see, that's when people start. Okay, here's the thing, though. It's like Occam's razor. Like, the most obvious fucking excuse is probably the right one, and I see a lot of people reaching. But when enough of these, like, dots start to connect, you're like, there is, for sure, some, like, ability for them to, like, capitalize on this. And if for somebody to say that they wouldn't, or that they wouldn't even go as far as creating an issue, something like this in order to do it. I do think that it is just like, you know, nobody expected this. It's been the fucking 100 years since anything like this has happened, and nothing like in our lifetime. So like you said, to get everybody to just fucking go along with it, or even if it was a few select people making it happen, it's a reach, dude.
But here's the thing though, with that same reach, I used to trust Bill Gates. I used to like them, man. Like, I just don't know where I stand with it because the shit that they be talking about making so much sense.
Yeah, I know.
Bill, where you at, son? Just
The thing is I really go back and forth with it as well, man. Like the guy has spent like billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars and really helping people. Like, dude, there's people who have electricity and water and don't have polio, like because of that dude. And the bottom line is like he helped a lot of people. Is that like just a perfect like cover up so he can be doing his own shit? Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't think that guy needs any more money, dude. Like, it's like when he's already got power, unless you're trying to. I do think that there is a concerted effort for a lot of people to try and get the population down, which is like, our man Bill Burr has been talking about that for like 4 specials. But we need to thin the herd.
But he was doing it in a genius way. Like, yo, look, if you see, you got to put on a sign to tell a motherfucker not to drink this poison, yo, let him go.
Yeah, for real. For real. Honestly, it does seem like kind of, it's a resource issue, bro. Like we got plenty of land and shit. Like I think I heard some stat, like everybody who's ever lived in recorded history could live in Texas, like no problem. The resources is the issue. What was that?
Except for me.
Dude. Yo, there's a lot of people. I hear Austin's off the hook though.
As far as what?
Comedy.
Oh, so I don't know about the comedy part, but I would believe it though, because I don't know if you've ever been there, but that city is ablaze with entertainment.
Yeah, Austin
City
City
down
Limits.
On a Tuesday night, it's like New Orleans. Like you go any bar, somebody you can get rock, you get blues. So I could only assume that comedy's right behind it, but I ain't follow up with it because I'd love to go there.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear that like I know that that used to be Bill Hicks' spot back in the day, and a lot of comedians since then I think have like been coming out of there. But Rogan and all those like Brian Callen, all those motherfuckers, they're trying to get out of LA now because they're like, fuck this. Like if we can't work the way we normally would work, or like what's keeping us here? And Rogan's like, I'll just fly people in to do like my guest spots there.
Where's Rogan from? Where he live?
He lives in LA right now. But I think.
Oh no! But I mean, where's he from though? What's home for him?
I know that he was like kind of. He wasn't like a military kid or whatever, but he moved around a lot. I don't know. I know he was. I think in like New York or Jersey. I think something like that.
That sounds likely.
True. Yo, so really quick. All right, now that we hop back into this shit, I just like want to remind people. You're performing this Saturday, June 27th at Yumbrella in Miami. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com. Once you're there, enter code word Harding, HARDING, for $5 tickets. The show starts at 8 o'clock. We need to laugh, dude. Like, and I really do urge everybody out there to go see this man live. Look him up, give him a follow, support him. It's at Gene Harding, right, on all the social medias and all that shit.
Yeah. At Gene Harding, I'll be the first.
So,
it's so crazy getting on stage now though. Like,
yeah, how's it feel?
Well, one, because of the COVID shit, it's been it's interesting just to watch what people are expecting us to talk about. But then we smack dab in the middle of social warfare, right? So as a black comedian, when I get up there, like it's like they listening. They really listening now, son.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah, like you can talk your talk up there because, and of course it depends on how you talk it, but it's like even Chappelle's special. It wasn't the funniest, of course, but I don't think that was his intent.
No,
but it was still captivating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I watched it. I thought that it was gonna be like more laughs. And there was like a couple chuckles in there. Like he broke up like, the tension a little bit. But yeah, you're right, man. I could imagine how you going up there might feel like you got some sort of expectation as like people are listening with the intent maybe to hear what you have to say. Do you try and touch on that at all? Like what can people expect when they come see you this weekend? Well,
look, the catch is I got expectations on myself just to, like to talk about different things. I don't get too deep in the ugly of it. Right? Mm-hmm. Because I still want people to leave there laughing, you know what I'm saying? But I found some real genius ways to weave this shit into my, you know what I'm saying? So while you sit laughing, you're like, oh shit, yo, that nigga got a point.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. So and I highly suggest anybody, like, you know, go there. You're going there with the intent to laugh and have a good time. Everybody's tense right now, but this is the whole point. You can go there and loosen up and laugh, man, and enjoy it with everybody. And,
you gonna be able to make it?
Let me see. Hold up. Because I'm going to give you a real answer right now. I'm not going to fucking lie to you like some people will. I got you. I'll be there.
All right, so let me know. I'll leave some tickets for you.
Good looking out, dude. I'll probably bring my girl and
nope. I was bringing your girl.
Hey, dude, you making a joke about that now. You're good looking, man. Like I said, all I know is black dudes got to be killing it right now. You got a little bit, like, I mean, not that you already weren't already. I'm just saying, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
But Brian, here's the catch. So now that we hot, right? We don't want the white girls right now. We can't be in the streets. Yo, we can't be in the streets with no white girl right now.
Yeah, I didn't think it through. So if anything, it's on the DL. It's just
this shit is dangerous. I'm like, Mom, meet me in the back. Come on, Becky. Not out here.
My sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy, said she saw you all hugged up with some white bitch.
No, she was arresting me because she ain't like the way I was bird watching. Fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, I fucking love it. That's great. Okay, so I remember yesterday we were starting to talk a little bit about like the human being with gene, balls, no chain. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the human being was a concept that I had going on a long time. It was things that I wrote about. Not necessarily funny shit, but just things like, I remember I took this ethics class in college, right? And the professor, it was just law and ethics. And it was just talking about, like, some of the examples were like when you at Six Flags or you at a amusement park, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody cuts the line. Now, it ain't in the Bill of Rights that you can't cut the line, but you're going to get some heat from the people on the line who think you should be a human being and get on the fucking back of the line.
Okay.
So there's certain tenets that people should have. I don't care what language you speak, what religion you believe in. You should know, like, yo, money, I mean, maybe you shouldn't dig up your nose right here in front of everybody. Like, take that somewhere else, right? So I came up with the human being, and that's what the podcast was. But before the podcast started, my manager at the time was like, yo, think of a name for this album. And I said, all right, The Human Being. And that's how the first album came. And then when the second EP I dropped came out, they were like, what is your, what's the title? And off the top, I was just like, everybody talks about ball and chain. And now I'm newly divorced. So now I got balls, no chain.
Nice.
And so that's where the concept came from. But yeah, that's it.
Very cool, dude. I like it. What are your stomping grounds down here? Like, you're a Miami or a Broward guy? You're more Miami?
No, I'm full on Broward, right? I'm 954.
Love it. But represent.
I've been working down here in Hialeah lately, so I'm getting a little acclimated.
Okay. Oh, dude, you're down in the Elephant Boneyard right now. You're not even supposed to be there. You don't remember that from Lion King?
Nah.
That's what like people in Broward say about like Hialeah or Kendall. It's like that's the Elephant Boneyard. You know?
Oh, I didn't know that. Listen,
just fucking with you, dude.
No, I just found out that white people called Saabs the Jew canoe.
The Jew canoe?
The Jew canoe. Like my homeboy had a Saab.
Yo, that's good. I like that.
Another dude say, yo, he driving a Jew canoe. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't shit.
Yo,
I talk about anybody.
I love it. Okay, so but you're hanging out in like Hialeah a lot right now. So what are your spots in Broward though? Because you live here. Where do you eat? Where do you hang out? You say you're a partier.
Yeah, well, my stomping grounds when I first got there used to be Geronimo's.
Okay. Okay.
My man Lummox runs the new one, so I've been over there a couple times. But I ain't been going out drinking that much no more. Like I just got older, so a lot of my party. Because first of all, I'm spending all my bread on that shit, so I just kind of chill. Like since the turn of this year, I ain't been going to a bar to sit down to have a drink. And then luckily, the pandemic hit, and when bars got closed down, I had less of a reason to be out.
Yeah.
So now, if I do go out, it's like with some cool people, and we have some drinks. So Shuck and Dive is my new spot.
Okay. Oh, hold up. Where is that off Dixie?
Federal.
Or Federal. Okay. Yeah. I've been there.
Shuck and Dive. Who else got some? I know there's some other spots that I should be thinking about, but I like watering holes, man. I like the low key shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had a good time at Township, but I had to be ready for that night.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how it was lit like that. And I was like, I wasn't prepared for this. But
yeah, that's a cool spot.
I like low-key dive bar shit.
Dude, I mean, it's like a nice place, but it's really fucking intimate. It's like for sure you gotta come out to the field, like this spot right here. It's like you would really dig
I like that already though.
Yeah, man. It's a nice spot.
Word? Where exactly is it?
Griffin, in between 95 and 441 on the north side of the road.
Okay. What time they open till with these new hours?
The new hours, shit, man, I think that they're like pretty much open, and I think they can stay open as late as they want. I think I might be wrong, but I know like we were there till like 10 o'clock the other night. Back in the day before all this shit happened, they'd be open till like fucking 2, 3.
Right. That's what I meant. Like, because a lot of them, because there ain't too many spots open till 4 like they used to be, right?
I don't think right now, man. I don't think right now, but like, actually, that's a good question. I should probably know the answer to that. I'll find out. I'll put it at the top of this podcast.
Gypsy Moon. It just hit me. My new spot. It's a vape room. It's a vape room with a craft beer.
Oh,
right there
really?
On Sheridan. Sheridan and 170.
So you go there like they have their own vape stuff, or you just bring your own vape, or what's that?
Both. They sell it. They sell vapes. You can bring your own, and then they got every kind of beer. And if
Actually,
you can't
sounds pretty cool.
I'm a Chimay fan.
Okay.
Yeah. So they got all that on draft. Shit is dope. So shout out to Ronnie and Tina. They own the Gypsy Moon. That's my new stomping ground.
Nice. I love it.
What about you? What's your shit?
Oh, dude, I've been going to, like, as far as bars and stuff like Landlubbers, the Field, those have been like my spots my whole life down here, like my whole adult life. The Field, Landlubbers, and Plantation, which is like
I know it.
Yeah, you know where that Pine Island and Sunrise.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
So you can go there, grab some beers, watch the game. Remember games,
dude. That's what I'm
saying.
Dude, I'm so glad that you just said that. Check this out. I was literally just about to ask you. You're a sports fan?
Yeah, you remember sports, son?
Dude, we're about to talk sports. All right, let's get into sports.
We've got too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure. Playoffs?
Can't do it.
Hello?
Oh, dude. I'm so glad that you brought that up. What a beautiful segue. Oh, man. So we got to talk sports a little bit. First off, I cannot fucking wait for us to get football, basketball back. Dude, I just heard that there was a couple more people tested positive. We might be dealing with some, like, bench players, but I don't give a fuck, dude. Just play anything.
Well, here's the beauty about that. It's going to be good for the game, for the sport, for the sport. As far as TV viewership and maybe online purchases, but I don't know if I'm ready to rush to a game right now.
No, I feel you on that. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I would love to do that right now either. But I'll tell you what, man, they make their money on these TV contracts. It's like way more than the tickets that like for entry and whatnot. So as long as they can get it on TV and what, like you're saying, like then they're gonna make some money. The problem is gonna be for the college football teams. Like that's what. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's why they fighting to even get the college kids paid. They trying to give these kids a damn stimulus because. Ain't nobody gonna be at the games, and even if they do open it up to the games, right? we already seen just this first wave. Like people ain't that bright,
Yeah,
and then
no,
you
it's
add
true.
alcohol to it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's just gonna be you. Like if they had like a color monitor for everybody that was catching COVID, that shit would be lit up like Rudolph.
Christmas tree.
Right. Everybody would be. So like for me, I can't wait to watch the game. And I want the players, the athletes to be in a safe environment, but I don't want to be there.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. Like, I will say, we need something, dude. We need that good distract. It's like it's funny. You don't think about that much until you lose it, but those are like the things that keep us fucking sane and like just like having some sort of interest outside of the everyday life. So what I like to do is play a game called Top 5 of 3. What are your top 3 favorite sports? That's what we got to start with.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with I like baseball.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put that second. NBA basketball first. No, to watch football first. Basketball, baseball, but baseball is like right there, right neck and neck with basketball as far as viewership.
Okay. All right. Which one do you want to start off with first? Let's start with baseball. Top 5 favorite. This can be personal favorite if you want to throw in like the greats, but it's more personal.
Personal.
Top 5 favorites all time.
In no particular order, because I ain't had a chance to think about this, but Derek Jeter.
Nice.
Darryl Strawberry.
Okay.
Lenny Dykstra.
Wow.
Thurman Munson.
I know the name. I'm ashamed to know I don't know.
Nah, he's he was he played for the Yankees. I forget if he was a catcher or a pitcher. I think he was a catcher. I don't remember, but
post Yogi.
Huh?
Post Yogi Berra.
Yeah. No, during.
Oh.
No. When Yogi was managing.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's cool.
And then he died in a car crash.
Damn.
A helicopter crash, I think. But I remember coming home. And hearing about him dying, and I just liked him at the time. So he's up there. But I just say those are some of my favorites, not necessarily the greatest. Because if I'm throwing in the greatest, then Reggie Jackson's in there. I don't know why I like Nolan Ryan.
Okay.
So anyway,
Nolan Ryan's fun to say sometimes.
I know. Word. I got to party with some of the San Francisco Giants the year that they won. And there were a couple of young cats that I partied with, but I just forget who they are.
Oh, that dude with the long hair looked like a fucking little skateboarder or whatever?
Nah, I would have walked away from him.
All right, so top 5, you got, was that 4 or 5? You got 5 in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Basketball, top 5 favorite all time. Personal favorites.
Well, this goes without saying for me, and way before The Last Dance, Jordan was up there. Vince Carter.
Nice.
I was a huge Anthony Mason fan.
Oh, okay. All right.
Chris Bosh, I like who he is as a person. But as far as like, I mean, if you're talking about my 5 to like, if I was picking a team.
It's your all-time favorites. Your favorites.
All right,
you
then
can do it however you want.
Let's try it again. All-time favorites, like all-time favorites. I'm going to go with Jordan. I'm going to go with Charles Oakley. I'm going to go with LeBron. That's 3. I'm going to go with Olajuwon.
Nice.
And then my point guard, I need somebody that
AI.
AI, but I wasn't. His controversy at the time when I really was paying attention to basketball was the big news. So I know he was nice, right? But like his great moments missed me more than say Kyrie.
Copy that.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll probably just go with Kyrie.
All right. I like that.
What you got?
Okay. Well, I mean, personally, I gotta go D Wade's, MJ again, pre Last Dance, dude. Just growing up, nobody controlled the game like him. AI, I was a big Sean Kemp fan.
Yeah.
And
I used to just wonder who his barber was, though. Like, why he couldn't get that one
yeah,
little.
I had the you remember the kamikaze shoes? I had those kamikaze shoes, the black and white up and down. But Udonis Haslam, I mean, Alonzo, like my honorable mentions would be like Alonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, Tim Hardaway. Those are like my but like, LeBron and Shaq are up there because, we won championships with those dudes. I love Shaq. So, yeah, but that's probably me with basketball.
I was doing a show in New York at I think it was the Beacon Theater, Westbury, somewhere. A bunch of big guys. I wasn't on the bill at all, but I just happened to get a guest spot, whatever. Mm-hmm. Shaq was in the green room, right? There's a whole bunch of us. Now, I'm the no-namer, so they just talking about
How you doing, Gene?
Yeah. But they treating me like I was one of them, right? Uh-huh. So we all talking. Shaq is telling this story about how he was somewhere and one of his boys, or he went to go take something off this girl's face or something like that. So I'm sitting there. So he tried to use me as the example. As he's telling the story, these big ass fucking claws came over and tried to touch my face. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, B. Like, you're not doing that, man. You're not going to be sunning me because you a foot tall. Nah, B.
You're so used to just like tapping people on the top of that.
And then also because he's a comedian at heart,
yeah,
he laughs a lot.
Yeah.
So the dude went over there and started showing the example. I'm like, nah, B, not today, man. It's not gonna be me. You're not doing that shit.
That's great. Yo, Shaq is just like, man, I don't know. I always love the energy that guy brought to the game and just like life. I love that dude. All right, football. Top 5 personal favorites.
Top 5 personal favorites. Let's see. We starting with running backs, or we going? Because I remember. Damn, I'm gonna be hard. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Lawrence Taylor.
Nice. Changed the defensive game forever.
Yeah, Lawrence, and then it made us pay attention to the defense way more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a lot of these dudes started shooting out. Like, oh wait, Palomalu. Those kind of dudes followed. Edgerrin James.
Nice.
Just in case he hears this tomorrow. Who else? But sometimes, you know what it is? My favorites get mixed with the ones that I've met, and I know that they're cool human beings.
I understand.
It helps me shine on their game a little more. Golden Tate. Who else? What's your boy's name that was playing for Calais Campbell?
Oh, okay.
He played. Okay. He was with Jacksonville, right?
Yeah. I think Jacksonville.
I think that's the last team he was. I don't know if he just got traded. Wide receivers. I'm going with Mohamed Sanu.
Okay. Oh, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah. I don't know. Last season he was with New England, I think, right? He left.
Yeah, he was with the Falcons, and then I think
he left Atlanta, and I think he went to New England.
Yeah, he was like getting underutilized there, in my personal opinion.
Where in Atlanta?
New England. Well, Atlanta too. He had
Julio.
Julio, man, and didn't they have like Rob White? Somebody else that was there as well. He was like, yeah. So, no, man, he's a beast though. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He kills it in fantasy.
Oh, you remember what's that kid? He was Andrew Hawkins.
Andrew Hawkins.
He was like 5'9", wide receiver for Cincinnati.
Okay.
He was a young kid. He retired kind of early. He retired. Look him up when you get a chance. But
okay.
He was if you watch some of his videos when he used to practice, like at first of all, he was shorter than me. And the fact that I missed playing any kind of sports and I see this dude beasting through the NFL, because when you see these dudes in person, you ain't never seen giants like that in your life.
Dude, I can attest to that, man. One of my goals was to cover the Dolphins, because when I first got into radio, I was, a big sports fan, and I was trying to get whatever job I could get. I ended up getting a job at a local news station down here, and they needed help covering the Dolphins games. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I got to go sit in the press box, do the post game interviews and all that shit. And you go into the locker room and you see these are like Nephilim, dude. They are like out of this world, huge human beings. And there are all these fucking like women walking around like there's no big deal. They're all naked.
In the locker room?
Yeah, the women reporters are walking around, everybody like dick swinging, but like it's just they're interviewing them while they're butt ass naked. It's just kind of like,
doing that on purpose. What was that movie that Brendan Fraser? Remember he played the athlete?
Was it Bedazzled or something like?
Was it Bedazzled?
Or hold on,
he was playing like a Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give 110%. And
yeah, dude, that's right.
I used to see that like, yo, and then
that's a good movie.
That was a great movie. Who else? I was talking to Dennis Rodman's ex-wife, right? I met her out at a bar one time. And she used to tell me about how them reporters used to get down. I was like, damn, I missed my calling as an athlete.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's what I was going to say is that I saw this really cool thing that, you know, Julian Edelman, he's like a wide receiver for New England Patriots, smaller kind of white dude, but he's like, you know, he balls out there. He had this old teacher who kind of ragged on him because he was like in class, like 17 years old. And he's like, oh, I'm going to be playing in the pros. And the teacher was like, no, you're not. Pretty much. And he said in this letter that he wrote to him, he was like, yeah, man, that is one of the things that keeps me up at night to this day. I feel so bad having said that to you, to try and like crush a young man's dreams, to thinking that you wouldn't be able to do something like that. And you proved me wrong. And I live with that like every day. I feel like he wrote this like kind of like beautiful letter to this guy apologizing for what he said to him all those years ago.
P.S. Can I get some tickets?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Can you sign this ball for my nephew?
Yo, you know what? So I was never driven off of negativity, right? So I wasn't that guy that, and I did things the right way. So people always had faith in my potential. So I never really had that shit that drove a lot of people. Like, even though I grew up in the Bronx.
That's a really good way to put it, man. That was a great way to articulate it. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't have a lot of that motivation that a lot of dudes, even hip hop, when these dudes coming from the gutter, they ain't have no choice. They either selling drugs or they got to start rapping. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? So I had a good family. I had a good upbringing. Even though we was in the hood in the Bronx, my parents made sure they try to keep us away so that we could still do what we want. So now I get older and I realize that I lacked a lot of drive because I found a way to be happy and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't starving. I wasn't getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only now changing my mentality. Now I got to dig into the crates and remember all the chicks that wasn't trying to fuck with me because I wasn't where I was. People that said, so now, and I'm not recommending this, but that little bit of negativity in this world it helps something.
Yeah. Dude, look at you just mentioned The Last Dance a couple minutes ago. I mean, look at the way that man harnessed negativity of any sort. He would create it if he had to.
That dude, that right there, what I watched, but that's a special. They only make a few of those in the planet.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right. But I'm a lot like you. I understand that where you're like, you didn't grow up in the sense that people were like, you can't do this, or you can't do that. You actually were kind of blessed by people saying, hey man, you should do this or whatever. So you have to kind of find your own motivation. It makes a lot of sense.
And sometimes all those laurels will make you feel like I don't need to do much else. Shit, everybody thinks I'm great. I don't need to push. I don't need to pursue nothing. And then you get to an age like, motherfucker, you ain't do shit. What up?
Yeah.
So I'm now like, I'm going back into my teenage, a young adult mindset where like nothing is stopping me right now. I got all the drive and energy in the world.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't have that negative place to pull from. You know?
Yeah.
Look at Oprah. Look at Oprah. Look at Tyler Perry. Look at any basketball player almost. Like they coming from the grime.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, man. So I was thinking about making this this comedy. It was supposed to be like a cartoon animated series called Mediocre Man. You know? It was about the dude that he just did just enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get you light. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I like that.
My pops used to tell me, like, yo, you don't want to be mediocre. And I used to, without saying this to him personally, I used to be like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, I ain't got no stress. Ain't nobody trying to kill me.
You know what kind of like, because I understand where you're coming from, is like, all I can say is like, for me, sometimes what motivates me, and I have people who tell me like I need to like, you know, ease up on myself. But I think that some people, you know, you being not your own worst critic, but your own best motivator, like these people, like people who give themselves a little too much slack, like you said, you find like that they're not really accomplishing as much. I worry about wasted potential. And I think if I have potential to do some things that I would really enjoy in this life, but I'm not willing to put the work in to do it, then that's fucked up. And that's on me. So that is something. Yes. So that's something that I always think about, where I'm like, you know what, man? Like I might not have all those other things that are pushing me, like you said, but like that's what motivates me to kind of like make sure that I keep on pushing, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, you know, if you read a lot of, like I read a lot of inspirational shit, and one of the biggest things that they stress is to find your why. So anybody like that would counter what I just said by saying, well, if you didn't have the negativity, then what is it? Even if it's something positive. So my daughter, like my mom, like those are my whys now. Like those, like when I see these rappers buying their moms' homes, even though I think their albums were shitty, I'm like, yo, I can't be mad at you because that was your why, and you said no matter what, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So here I am, like a fairly good comedian. I need to just go harder, and that's what I'm doing this year, man. Like,
that's awesome, dude. Good for you. I like to hear that, man. And that's a huge thing too for me as well. Like, I'm glad that you said that, because I needed to, you know, speak to that too. Obviously, the family, huge motivation. The people that are closest to you. That's why I think we all, you know, try and do it. Because if we didn't have them, we're all on our own. Like, it would almost seem like it would be a selfish pursuit by trying to look at, like, I feel like knowing all these things that, like, and trying to play to your strengths is a beautiful thing. Like you said, you are a funny entertainer and a good human being, fucking actor, like a lot of different things. Play to your strengths, and if you can do that to like help support your family, it's like, that's fucking beautiful, man. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing.
That's a good way to put it for me too, because I'm not gonna lie, I need constant motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm when I get in the car, I gotta listen to some motivational shit. I gotta be reminded constantly, because it's easy for me to fall to the wayside and go back to my comfort zone. Wait a minute, I got enough money to buy a little meal tonight. I got enough money to go on a little vacation, you know what I'm saying? But there are people, like you just said, that are looking at you, like hoping that you use even a fraction of our potential. We could be dope.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A fraction of it. And we be sleeping. Like I know some comics, I'm one of them too, but I know some comics that could be monsters, but they just, so I don't want to be that anymore, man. I want to grind like I was shitty.
I love it. I love that, dude. All right, we do something here called Hater Hall of Fame. Basically, it's as we were talking, we like to keep shit positive, okay? Like, it's really important to do that. I'm very much the same. Sometimes I have to like get on myself to be like, hey, if you're feeling something, it's good to acknowledge that, get it out so you can move on, rather than oppressing it and then just fucking exploding on somebody for no good reason. So I think it's good to try and provide a healthy platform for myself and my guests to be able to speak their mind. So we're going to play a little something called, and I got an intro for this as well. So you're going to hear this. It's called Hater Hall of Fame.
I hate you guys.
I hate you. I don't even know you.
You're tacky and I hate you.
What's pissing you off today, bro?
What is pissing me off today? That's a good question, man. I don't know if I got something.
Dude, that's okay. I like it. Like, listen, if you got nothing to complain about, what could be more beautiful than that?
Yeah, I got a low key. Nah. All right. What's pissing me off?
Yeah, see, we can get. I don't want you to get negative or anything. I want you to get back in that negative mindset, like you were saying. I'm saying,
no. What's pissing me off?
Vent.
I gotta say, maybe sometimes I piss me off. Like
Oh, you broke up a little bit. You said I what?
I should have worked out today. I know I should have, right? And I didn't just because I didn't. So, like, I'm an idiot, and I know it. So I got to look at myself every time I walk by the mirror like, yo, money, you could have just hit that floor, did some push-ups, did anything. So that's it. But even that, I'll make it up tomorrow.
I like that. You know what? It's funny you say that. Like, I see, in myself the mistakes that I made in the past, and I'm trying not to, make the same mistakes. We're all trying to grow and whatnot. And I would put it out there because I feel like maybe somebody needs to hear it. But like, if you're on unemployment or whatever, say that you got fired from your job. A lot of people don't have work right now and they're on unemployment. You're getting that $600 a week. Invest in your future. Don't go buy some stupid shit. Like, do something that's going to help your future if at all possible, so you get yourself in a better situation.
That sounds great, but there's some dum-dums out there with some new rims.
This is true. All right, we'll do the little questionnaire, and I'll get you the hell out of here. All right, if you could meet anyone current or historical and spend the day picking their brain, who would it be?
Barack Obama.
Okay.
Because I really want to know, because it didn't just take fortitude to try to become president. It didn't just take fortitude to actually become president. I know it took a lot of fortitude to become the first black president. But how did he survive his every day? Like, with the negativity that we saw from the news, let alone from life. I would just love to be like, yo, because if you were able to do it and still look like he was smiling every day, what the hell am I complaining about? You know what I'm saying? So he's one person I'd love to sit down and talk to.
Good answer. All right. If you could have one round trip ticket in a time machine, when and where would you go?
A time machine round trip, I would go to Woodstock, 1965.
Nice. Good answer.
I would jump on a plane, go there. I would leave my clothes right at the in baggage claim. I'll act like I forgot my bag. I would go find whoever had the best dope, and I'll be right there, balls out, just wilding out.
That's a good answer. I like that. Do you believe in ghosts?
Not the movie kind, but I believe that other people do really see him. How about
maybe multi-dimensional beings of sorts?
Like, I don't believe in them per se because I haven't had that experience, but I don't denounce it as real.
Copy that.
Like, if somebody tells me they see something, I believe them. It's just that I never had that. So I do believe in shit that people, strong energies and entities that like people feel, but I just haven't experienced it. So, but I ain't one of those that's like, there's no such thing. There might be. It don't affect me that much.
Okay.
That's why I want to go to Peru and drink one of them ayahuasca drinks. You ever heard of those?
Dude, I have, and I'm interested in that as well. That's something I feel like, I don't know. I have done a lot of mushrooms in the past, and when I was done doing those, I was getting the feedback from the mushroom, like, you've done enough now, you get the point. Like, I did a lot. I did what Terrence McKenna would call a hero's dose quite often, and I went deep down the rabbit hole. I'm glad that I did, but I got this feedback like, you're good. So I don't know. That is something that is extreme, but I am very interested in it.
My dude, I don't know what state of mind I would have to be in to actually do it, because I heard some stories about that shit. I don't think I'm ready. And then what if I like the shit?
Oh, I don't think that you'll like it. I think like you're gonna be shitting yourself and puking a good amount of the time.
So what's the purpose of it? Just a spiritual bonding?
It's like a releasing of shit that's like, you know, you got little knots inside of you.
Right.
You need to kind of like,
right.
Yeah, figure some shit out that's gonna help you move on as a human being.
I'll be fucking Len Bias, one dude that dies in the mountains because.
I'll be the one guy who sips it. And,
Right. I ain't trying to be the Len Bias in Peru. Nah, I'm cool.
All right. Tell me, in a world without stand-up, what's your dream job?
When I was a kid, I was going to be an architect because I was nice with the hands. I drew very well, and then an attorney came next. But then, just watching the justice system growing up, the desire to become a lawyer, I was like, I know a lot of attorneys that don't even practice no more. That's how disgusted they got with the system. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, dream job, I'm lying. Take all that bullshit back. After acting and comedy, I'll probably be a baseball star.
Nice. Okay. I like that. Shortstop.
On some Willie Randolph shit. Little second base.
Okay. You gonna nail those gloves up on the wall and shit?
Words. That'll be me. Maybe I try to play a little baseball or something, but
what's some wisdom you could share with anyone who's listening, trying to pursue their dreams and working in comedy? Like some of the young bucks, what can you tell them?
I used to say this. I remember I was going through, I was in high school, and my man Mark was liking this girl, and he didn't know how to approach her. And I kept telling him, like, you got to just go say something, go do something. And then it hit me in my brain that no one ever hit a home run in the dugout. So no matter what you want in life, I don't give a fuck what it is. You want the girl, you want the job, you want the money. Nobody's going to know you want it. One, they're never going to see your swing. They're never going to see the amount of energy you put into it, but they're never even going to see you at bat because you chill in the dugout thinking about it or preparing for the most perfect pitch. So you will never hit a home run from the dugout. So
I can love that, dude. That's awesome.
You got to get up.
I love it. All right, dude, we got the quote of the week. I think that you'll like this because you're a people person. You just got to have a relationship, and just in general, you'll dig this. Some people will not, it's Mahatma Gandhi, by the way. Some people will not tolerate such emotional honesty in communication. They would rather defend their dishonesty on the grounds that it might hurt others. Therefore, having rationalized their phoniness into nobility, they settle for superficial relationships.
Wow. And then you become the 45th president.
Yo, Gene, it's been a pleasure, dude. I really appreciate you, man. Again, remember, Gene's performing live this Saturday, June 27th at Umbrella in Miami. Meet me out there. Meet Gene. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com. Once you're there, enter code word Harding for $5 tickets. You're in the Mental Reps family now, dude. I appreciate you. You're welcome back anytime.
Yo, for sure. I'll be back, man. This was dope. And you owe me a drink.
Anytime, dude. I'll take you. We'll talk. I'm going to go there with Brett Ernst, I think, this weekend. So you're welcome to come with if you want.
Where is he?
He's down here with his moms, I think.
Oh, that's right. He got family in the South. That's right. All right. Let me know because like I said, me and him partied in Marco Island a couple of years back.
Nice. All right. Maybe we can all meet out at
Beach Island.
Nice, dude. Maybe we'll all meet out at the field. We'll have a couple Guinness or some shit.
I'm down.
All right, dude. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you again.
Brian. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Take care, man. Later.